These fights made music headlines. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 music feuds and rivalries. For this list, we're looking at feuds and rivalries in the pop, rock, and heavy metal categories. We've excluded hip-hop, rap, R&B, and related genres because there are so many we could make another list, which is what we did.
Southern man better.
Number 10, Neil Young versus Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Don't forget what your good book said.
When Neil Young attacked Southern U.S. racism with his lyrics, Southern rockers Lynyrd Skynyrd took offense.
Well, I heard Mr. Young sing about it.
They responded with the song Sweet Home Alabama, in which they sang about the singer-songwriter and how us Southern men don't need him around anyhow.
Well, I hope Neil Young will remember. Southern man don't need him around anyhow.
The feud didn't progress much more than that, though, as the two artists subsequently supported one another's work and even sang each other's songs in concert.
Sweet home Alabama.
Number 9, Mr. Bungle versus Red Hot Chili Peppers. This beef between Anthony Kiedis and Mike Patton began after the Chili Peppers' main man felt the Faith No More and Mr. Bungle frontman was copying his style. In order to appease Kiedis' anger and further differentiate the artists, Mr. Bungle's record label moved their third album's release so that it wouldn't drop beside RHCP's Californication. Kiedis then had Mr. Bungle removed from several festival tour dates, which prompted them to mock the Chili Peppers at a show.
And the sky was made of amethyst.
Number 8, Courtney Love versus Dave Grohl.
You didn't get kicked out of a band by him like Dave. He did. Go see the Foo Fighters and do that shit.
You should learn how to say no!
Known for her onstage screaming fits and offstage drug binges, Courtney Love is also famous for throwing things at celebrities, stripping in public, and blasting people online.
Great. We'll leave now. You.
Worst of all is her estrangement from her daughter and fighting with former Nirvana members. While she's never had a friendly relationship with Dave Grohl, her Twitter accusation that he hit on Frances Bean further strained things between the three and cemented her train wreck status.
Go on, take everything, take everything, take everything, take everything! Come on, girls, you believe in love?
Number 7, Madonna versus Lady Gaga. Though Madonna has traded barbs with Elton John, it's her ongoing rivalry with Mother Monster that's most often cited. Though Lady Gaga has admitted the Queen of Pop influences her, it's hard to deny the similarities in their music, style, and performances.
It feels reductive.
After Madonna called Gaga's Born This Way reductive, the younger artist made a furious rant in NME that sparked controversy with its foul language.
I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Hey.
Number 6, Kid Rock versus Tommy Lee. Having both been married to Pamela Anderson and both indulged in the sex, drugs, and rock and roll lifestyle, it's not that shocking to discover that Motley Crue's Tommy Lee and Kid Rock have also exchanged verbal and physical blows. After some trash talking at the 2007 VMAs, Kid Rock allegedly threw the first punch and the two eventually had to be separated by security.
Smoking in the boys' room. Smoking in the boys' room.
Number 5, Guns N' Roses versus Nirvana. While he's charismatic and energetic, Axl Rose is equally known for his big mouth, and his fighting with his own bandmates as well as bands like Motley Crue and Poison. However, it's his feud with Nirvana that lands here. After the grunge rockers refused to tour with the most dangerous band in the world, they exchanged fighting words at the 1992 VMAs. Axl even told Kurt Cobain to keep Courtney Love in line.
Then he looked at me and he said, "You better keep your wife shut, or I'm gonna take you to the pavement."
Number 4. Paul McCartney versus Michael Jackson. Macca and MJ may have duetted together in the early 80s, but their friendship later turned sour. After the former Beatle told the king of pop that lots of money could be made buying music catalogs,
so I said, for a business, you ought to think about music publishing.
Michael bought ATV Music and became owner of the majority of the Fab Four songs.
And he'd say, I'm going to get your records, you know. I'm going to get your songs. I'm going to buy your songs. And I'd say, love it. You know, I thought it was a joke.
Jackson may have gotten richer thanks to the deal, but his relationship with McCartney was never the same. Number 3. Britney Spears versus Christina Aguilera. It's not hard to compare these pop princesses. They were both Mouseketeers, they both started in bubblegum pop, both won Grammys, and both are uber successful, have kids, and were reality show judges. They started off as friends, but the media's been eager to pit them as enemies, comparing their ex-boyfriends, looks, and music. Even this long after they hit big, they're still asked about each other during interviews.
One more time.
Number 2. Oasis versus Blur. Oasis had already been making news for their in-band fights when the British press pitted them against Blur.
Both groups released new singles today.
The Battle of Britpop saw Blur's Country House outselling Oasis's Roll With It and the band's management chiming in to defend their clients.
You gotta say what you say, don't let anybody get in your way.
The media also contrasted Oasis's Manchester origins and blue-collar background with Blur's middle-class London upbringing. But it was Noel Gallagher's declaration that Blur members should catch AIDS and die that really shocked the masses.
You're gonna be the one that saves me.
Number 1. Dave Mustaine versus Metallica. Kicked out of Metallica for his bad behavior and substance abuse, Dave Mustaine vowed to create a faster and heavier band with Megadeth. Though they quickly became one of thrash metal's big four, Mustaine continued to trash his former band, and his fans went along for the ride. Metallica's Some Kind of Monster documentary added fuel to the fire as the bands continued to trade insults for several years.
I watched people around the world say what a great guitar player Kirk is and what a piece of shit I am.
Do you agree with our list? If you didn't see the music feud you were expecting, be sure to check out our top 10 hip-hop feuds and rivalries and subscribe to WatchMojo.com for more entertaining top 10s.
Who copped the blue drop? Who Jews got blocked? Who's mostly Dolce down to the